afternoon, Grumpy here. I love starting late. Technology is great when it works great. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. But let's continue on. And I've got a few guests that are my new couch potatoes. And I'd love to bring them all aboard one at a time and let them introduce themselves once again this week. So, how about we do that? Let's start with Gilligan. Sounds good. Hi,
Hi, I'm
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
Introduce yourself and okay, you're Gilligan.
Hi, I'm Gilligan.
There's Gilligan. And for those that don't know, Gilligan and I have been friends for quite some time. Both of us are drivers, of course. I have a lot more seniority than he does as well. But both of us have been friends for a long time. We met back whenever I worked at another company, and been friends since. We actually had to, during orientation, had to bunk together at a hotel room, and that's how we became good friends. Although he was gone to the casino more than he was there, so I don't know.
It happens sometimes.
But yeah, I'm him. I gave him the nickname Gilligan, and he gave me the name Skipper as a nickname as well. So just if future, if anybody hears that, that's what it is. But I'm actually Grumpy. Um, all right. Well, Gilligan, glad you could come. Glad you could be a part of the show. Let's move along and see who else we can bring up. Um, let's see. Why don't we bring up our dear friend from the north? How about that? How about Poet?
Well, good afternoon. Yep,
Afternoon.
it's afternoon here.
Afternoon.
I'm Poet. I'm a snow Mexican, land of the show.
Oh, guess that's one way to put it there, Poet. You said it. You're from up there, so there you go. If you said it, it's all on you. So how's everything going on up there right now?
Well, not bad. I was out in the cold and the wind, trying to yank a couple of headlight bulbs out of the wife's Mustang. Oh, joy.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Well, they want you to yank the whole bumper off just to reach that little tiny bulb.
Just I know. Any kind of mechanic work is
Modern
no fun. I don't care
technology.
what it is.
Well, ain't it? But, you know.
Modern technology.
All right. Well, now I'd like to move along a little bit since we're running behind as it is. Let's bring up Sassafras if she wants to be a part with us. Come on in, Sassafras.
Hi,
How you
guys.
doing?
I'm great. How are you doing, Grumpy?
I am great, 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 great. Just if technology would work great, 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 I'd be even better off.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about yourself there, Sassy.
I'm Sassafras. I am the groupie of the Great Grumpy. So, yeah.
That she is. Wonderful young lady she is. Wonderful young lady. She's been friends with me and the rest of us here kind of with the panel for about 6 7 months now, I guess, close to it.
Yeah.
And we've got to know each other, and we're all great big happy fr- online
Okay.
family. How's
Don't
that?
don't go making it mushy and weird just because we're family now.
Hey, that's for somebody else to say, okay? And he's not here to defend himself unless he's going to pop in unexpectedly.
That probably happened.
All right. Enough said on that. Let's move on to one more person, which is this week, he's not my co-ghost. He's actually my co-host. Boss man, come on aboard and let everybody know who you are.
Heidi ho, and welcome to the show. The liveliness just got better because I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
my
that
name
what
is
it
Boss
is?
Man. I run
Uh-huh.
trucking. Yeah, my name is Boss Man. I run Trucking City Media, and of course, I'm very familiar with Grumpy over here because him and I basically are what started this whole dream. So, welcome aboard. Glad you could be part of the show. And even though I'm the guy in the background, pulling all the strings. Don't pay attention to this wizard over here. He's got nothing. He's got nothing to add.
Yeah, he stays behind the curtain.
Like the old Dorothy and the wizard scenery. I don't do nothing.
So who's going to be Toto pulling the curtain?
I don't know. I
He's
think
behind
he
Dorothy.
vanished in the background because we had Thumper in the backstage, and all of a sudden he disappeared.
Oh, we got to have Thumper come back.
Yeah,
I hope he's able to join us.
I'm gonna do something for
Baby,
you,
come
Grumpy.
back.
I'm gonna do something for you, Grumpy, that I think will benefit both the people in the audience as well as those watching the show. I'm gonna lend you my studio line temporarily for
Oh,
this show only.
awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds
because
good.
one of your guests was having technical difficulties. So if that person would like to call our studio line here at Truckin' City, I will gladly pipe that person through my studio line to be part of your show, Grumpy. So,
Well, I appreciate that.
Grumpy's
What a
uncle,
wonderful co-host you are.
Yes. What if Grumpy's uncle would like to call our studio line at that phone line down below? I will gladly pipe him in and put him in as a member of the panel. So
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All he's got to do, and we got Thumper in the background. You want me to bring him on?
Well, sure. Bring on old Thumper and let's have him introduce himself.
Introduce yourself, Thumper. Glad to have you aboard. If you have audio, Thumper, it's all you, my friend.
Hello?
We will come back to him in just a moment. So,
Hey.
in the meantime, well, no, I think we heard him.
Yeah,
that you,
just
Thumper?
give me a couple of minutes. I'm finishing up lunch with the family.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back with you in a minute or two there, Thumper. Okay. That works.
That's-
So,
You interrupted
That works, yes.
dinner.
all right. I've got a 419 number calling me, so let me bring in our studio guest here.
All right.
Let me see. You are live with Grumpy and Boss Man. How you doing there, my friend? Glad to call in. As soon as I can get the audio up here.
It
All right.
helps.
You able to hear us there, John?
Yeah.
All right. We got audio.
All right.
All right.
Grumpy's Unk.
Go
Glad
ahead
you could be a part.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to Grumpy's audience and let them know a little bit about yourself.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's you,
Yeah.
sir. That's you. Go ahead.
Oh, well, my name's John Holman.
Mhm.
I'm Grumpy's uncle. I live in Ohio,
Mhm.
and I work at our local co-op. I drive a little truck. Grumpy's seen it. He knows what I drive. It's basically a water truck. I chase the agricultural sprayers all over, and fertilizer truck.
Mhm.
10 speeds mostly.
Okay.
All right. So that puts you in a category with us drivers then, doesn't it, Unk? That makes you a commercial driver, correct?
I do have commercial driver's license, yes.
All right.
I drive
All right.
all over northern Ohio here, basically. North Central.
Okay.
So how many years have you held a commercial license there, Unk?
I've been a commercial driver since 2010, I want to say, when I got them. About 14 years.
Wow.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds
Okay.
good. About 14 years.
Yeah.
Not as many as your nephew here, but hey.
Yeah, the
Hey,
company
Joe.
made me get them. I said, I got them for free. They trained me and everything. So I failed the maneuverability test twice and then finally passed on my third try.
Wow.
Free is always good.
Right. Exactly.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm. Well, okay. Acceptable. All right, let's move along here. And now that we know everybody that's here except for Thumper, which he'll be back in a little while, he's got to take care of family.
I'll bring him back up here in a minute or so. I'm just looking through comments, just trying to see, other than the starting late comments we had. If you wanted to highlight anybody, I mean, we've got a number of people. We've got a
I
number
think
of
our good friend our good friend John might have something to say every now and then.
Yeah.
Hello, Nightmare. Glad you could join us. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I'm glad you're still with me,
Yep.
and we'll continue on.
Yeah. Fate
Well, look at
trucking.
there.
Yeah.
Got old Fate.
Yeah.
Glad you could join, Fate. Hope
Yeah.
you're still hanging out.
Got driving with John in the audience, so I'm glad he's joining us today. So just randomly highlighting a few comments and just trying to acknowledge the faces around.
Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Old Fate trying to be funny. The toilet won't flush. What's driving with John going to steal and turn into Shelby today? That's funny. We also have Midlife Trucker.
Fate, just remember, don't use that tagline when you come into my show, bud, because you already seen John's short that he made. We don't need that.
Don't publicize stuff that ain't your business, right? Midlife Trucker. It's not a New York minute. Picking on us for being late. Okay. Technical difficulties, Midlife. We got to make a regulation over that. I'm just saying.
And I got the best co-host around. You know, he's always late. He's never on time. I had to put that out there.
Yeah, I bet you did. Okay. Anyway, it looks like also another stranger in the midst there.
Well, there is a stranger. Hi, sis. Glad you could join. If you would like to come on the show with us, you've done that in the past. If you would like to join, send me a text and I will see what we can do. Okay.
I don't know how many or what specific order and comments you want to go on. It's your show, so.
Oh, I don't know. Let me take a look here. My tablet's not the best.
Quite a long list. John's trying to stir up trouble. He says everybody's waiting. Let's talk amongst ourselves because apparently they're busy having technical issues. Thanks, John. It's not like you're jumping in to help us or anything. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, and we're having coffee and donuts waiting on the show, so we had to finish them.
Yeah. What we have here is a failure to communicate, says Midlife. Yep, they're definitely having fun on our behalf. We're gonna have to get them back at some point.
I'm not real sure why he thinks I need more regulations because I don't need no more regulations.
That's just me having fun picking on him. It's funny to do because he's not on the band like that.
Hey, he's got a way to come if he wants to join us. I mean, that's fine. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm bringing him back up from backstage. He's still muted, so anytime you want to join in and be part of the conversation, Thumper, just unmute yourself.
Sounds good. Well, I want to carry on the show this week. Kind of, I touched on quite a few things last week that was interesting and got people to wondering. This week, I want to see what our friend from the north might have that might be interesting, but YouTube friendly that he could bring us about that he's done in his 50 years. So, Poet, I'm going to let you have the floor for a little bit there, my friend, and you kind of give us an idea of what it's been like to be a trucker for over 50 years. I'm sure our audience wants to hear a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm. I got a sore butt from sitting.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah. I've seen it devolve, not evolve. I've seen it devolve over the last 54 plus years. Mm-hmm. It's yeah, I guess you might just as well say I'm retired. I don't think I'll be getting another full-time job anytime soon. I think I want to just take a part-time job for a driver. I'm getting tired of slinging chains and straps.
Mm-hmm.
So that's understandable. I mean, so in your 50 years or 50 plus years of driving commercial trucks, Basically, what types of trucks have you driven through those years? You know, like flatbed and Conestoga, anything like that?
Okay, so we're talking trailers.
Yeah.
I have done everything, including uh, poop.
Hmm.
Ah,
Whether it be cow poop or human poop. Okay,
so you were a bona fide manure spreader then.
that's right.
Uh-huh.
You bet. I've had tank, deck, uh, a long combination, so 253 footers. I had triples, so 3 30 footers. I've had Rocky doubles, which is a short and a long one. I started out on an old Ford with a 5 and 2 split rear axle.
Mm-hmm.
Moved up to an old B model Mac with a 5 and 3, and at the same time trained on an old white Mustang with a 4x4.
Wow.
And I've even had to go around with a 3 sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do, and you learn as you go along, right?
Right. That's it. That's it.
So,
If you don't mind, Grumpy, I'm going to give somebody the floor for just a moment because he deserves a little spotlight because he's got
All
a guest
right.
with
Yes,
him.
he does. Look at that baby.
Yeah. Good day, Thumper and guest. You want to introduce your guest and yourself? If go, take the floor, my friend.
I got Thumper and Bo's running somewhere around the house. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube. This is Monkey. This is
Monkey.
Yeah, my daughter. So
That's a cute name.
That's a
Even
cute nickname.
That's a cute
yeah, the other one's upstairs sleeping.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
this is your oldest daughter?
yep, this is my oldest daughter. How old are you?
3.
Tell them, not me.
I'm 3.
Great.
You're
Wow.
3?
Oh.
All right.
You want to be a trucker when you grow older?
You want to be a trucker?
Yeah.
Yeah. She likes the brown truck. She likes my
Aw.
truck.
Yeah. I
Tell,
don't think there's
tell,
many people out there that don't like that truck. That's a good
right.
truck.
Tell them what we did today. Or what did we do yesterday with the truck?
We went to the car wash.
Wow.
Exciting.
Ooh.
I'll bet that was fun, huh?
You should tell them what you're gonna do tonight. What do we got tonight at 6? What are you gonna go do? You're not gonna tell them? We got church.
No.
You're gonna be baby Jesus.
Only baby Jesus.
All right.
Good for you.
You
I'll
want to
bet
say
that's
you're
gonna be
lying?
fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord.
Wow. She is super smart to be able to memorize that at 3 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super smart.
Adorable.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go. That is
Adorable.
Well, we didn't mean to steal the spotlight.
No.
No.
She is precious.
You are only young once. Enjoy
Mhm.
it. It is
Right.
fantastic.
That's right.
I can only hope that we can live up to that. That's all I got to say. That is adorable.
All right. Is Grumpy's uncle still with us on the line?
He is certainly here.
Yeah, I'm still
All
here.
right.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal.
You can hear him.
So I gave Poet a little bit of floor time, and Thumpers had a little floor time, and you had a little bit of floor time, but I believe Gilligan, you want to kind of tell me what type of stuff and let the audience know what type of stuff you've done through the years of your driving history?
Yeah, I first started off with one company and hit there in Arkansas, and I moved to another company. I went from dry box to another dry box company, and after I got done with them, and of course I ended up going to another company that did dry box. And that's where I met our lovely Grumpy.
Yeah.
After that, I went up and worked in North Dakota doing construction, doing roadways and making pads for the oil field, doing side dumps and belly dumps. I've done end dumps. I've operated dozers and loaded them and unloaded them and hauled them. And now I am doing reefers.
I wasn't trying to laugh at you, Gilligan. I'm sorry. It's a comment that I had my co-host pop up there just a second ago. Bring that back up there because that was kind of cute.
You were making fun of me. I see how it is.
Thumper, I think that one there is being picked at from John to you.
Just a little bit. I mean, we kind of live in a zoo. We got Leroy. Hold on. Let me get my camera all situated.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, Gilligan, but
Leroy.
There he is.
That's Leroy.
There's a
Now
cute
we
little
got
puppy dog.
Dakota and Bo. Of course, you guys know who Bo is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and then yeah, there's like I said, Leroy.
Bobo.
Yeah, we kind of got a zoo going on.
Yeah.
Who's a zoo?
Hey,
Yeah, got a lot going on there.
at least it's a petting zoo.
Right.
I see another one. I want to just bring this up.
Okay.
If it's going to come up, be cooperative.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Midlife says, of course, I'm getting ready to take off so many days that I'll need to put out traffic cones to learn how to get back again. Must be nice to be you. I just saying.
He must be taking a vacation. A
Right,
long
or
one at
something.
that.
Yeah. Something going on there. We can't find that one. You actually put runway lights leading up to your driveway. I get that.
Oh, yeah. I see another comment here. Hang on. Let's bring that one up.
Yep. Looks like truckers just sitting around. Guess we need more regulations to get freight moving. Oh, you're so. I know where that was directed.
Hey, Fate, it's called home time.
There's another one. This is good. Good. Fate's on a roll now.
It showed me that. Don't make enough money. Yeah. I can't tell if he's going after me on that one or you, Grumpy. I don't know. I'll let you figure that one.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, if the gentleman has time and wants to, I've invited him to come aboard if he's able to, even if he has to be like Gilligan incognito for a little bit. That's fine. I'd love to have him show up. He made a great show last week,
he did,
and I'd love to have him pop in and visit for a minute or two if he's got time. Same way with Midlife. You're welcome to come aboard for a few minutes if you want, if you can.
According to StreamYard statistics, we've got a number of panels open, so it's not a problem. Part-time hours. Look at Midlife picking on us. Fate, talk about running part-time hours. I think he's picking on you. I can't tell.
Lord, I don't know. We never know anymore. I know our good friend John has popped up something there again.
Talking about this. Trucker's sitting in the house, and he's obviously not in a semi. A bunch of part-time truckers, I'm telling you. You know, who would know? I mean, any better than you? I mean, come on, John. Be honest now.
He wants to take a shot at me. I can tell him this right now. In 3 days, I put in more miles than he does in a whole week.
Ouch!
Ooh.
Ouch!
Here we go.
Yeah. Them fighting words on that one.
Yeah, Frosty, put that in your pipe and smoke on that one for a while.
But that was a big burn.
That was not directed at you, poet. That was directed at our friend John.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm well aware, but
Oh, okay. Midlife's trying to justify himself. I'm just a company driver. We get to take vacations.
Oh, well, so do I. I mean, I'm company too. I get to take a vacation, but I have to wait a full year. And of course, I haven't been at this company a full year yet. But
Must be
long.
nice to be special.
Well, I believe we have a guest that's special to us. Bring him on aboard there, co-host, boss man.
Be careful, Grumpy. I mean, you're treading thin ice here.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We're getting things done. We're getting things done. Afternoon to you, Fate. How are you?
Good, good. How are you guys today?
Well, that was
We're
a hell of
doing
an
great.
entrance. I'll tell you what. That was a hell of an entrance.
Let me be very clear. I only drove 18 miles today. Yesterday I only drove like 220. So I'm definitely the definition of a part-time trucker.
Hey, I dad had that to go get at least half a load of cows.
Nope.
Only because we have kid ears in the broadcast, so that means you're telling me, Thumper, that you're admitting you're full of bull. I won't finish that. But is that your admission right there on camera?
Oh yeah, I'll admit I'm full of bullshit. Bullshit.
If you want to know the truth, well, no, this is family orientated, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
We try to keep it that way as best as possible. A few words may slip every now and then, but as long as they're friendly.
Yep. Oh, that was Gilligan we lost. He's just told us he's having technical issues. So that explains.
He'll be back.
That explains that. I knew we lost somebody. I just couldn't figure out who
I'm just wondering. I'm wondering what part of this live show John's gonna take and cut up into a short and do the best Carol Shelby impression to make it better than what it is. You know, that's John saying.
I know,
take
right?
Other people's stuff and make it better.
Yeah.
I hope
he's good at that.
Well,
he is.
He's a backseat commenter. Look at this.
Oh, he definitely is.
More miles, less money, or less miles and more money. Don't think too hard. You know, talk about a backseat commenter, John. I mean, come on.
He wants more hours. He wants more driving hours. He can't get enough done in his 14 or 11-hour day. That guy wants more hours.
Right? Yo.
No, I'm keeping my comment to myself. Never mind.
Welcome back, Gilligan.
Does that mean we need more regulation?
Well,
oh, don't entice Midlife to come on the show. He'll turn it upside down fast.
Oh, we heard all about it today. God, I'm getting myself in trouble. John, I love you, buddy. I'm just screwing with you, my friend.
That's what this show's all about, right? That's what it is.
I'm having difficulties today.
Hey, Fate, if you're screwing with him, is he a flathead or is he a Phillips?
That's a good question.
There you go.
Or can you just take a hammer and beat it in?
Neither.
Yeah.
None of the above.
Hey, Fate. You should know this place.
Big Chief. Fucking Auto Plaza? I don't know.
Yeah, over there in Fergus. Is it Fergus Falls?
Fergus Falls, exit 61.
Yep. Right off of 94.
We used to have a Big Chief. It was Big Chief Sayer here in my hometown.
Oh, you want to say Big Chief is like one of the last mom and pop truck stops. They have a restaurant there. It's a truck. You know, it ain't a very big building, but it's still a mom and pop truck stop.
There you go. I'd like to do something weird. Let's use Midlife's Trucker's comment on the screen as a weird
Oh
way
my
to
goodness.
start a conversation.
Oh
Midlife
my
says,
goodness,
I
here we
tried.
go.
Oh, you know what?
Why bring up? Hold on here.
What?
Midlife's only a company driver. We don't need to hear what he has to say.
What's breakfast?
I'm picking on him because you know what? My breakfast is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I mean, 218 miles. I could do 600 miles at that time. Anyway.
What's breakfast?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell you my breakfast. It's a state secret. I can't give that up.
If I put less than 1,000 miles in a day, there's something wrong.
Right? Yeah. So let's start off involving Grump's uncle and ask, what's the most mileage you've done in a day?
Sounds good.
Me?
Yeah, you. What's the most mileage you've covered in a day in a commercial vehicle?
I'm mostly local here, so I want to say maybe 80 to 100 miles radius. Because we got a 200-mile radius area for farming.
All right, right. The most I've ever done in one day is 675 miles. I wonder if anybody on this panel can beat that.
So,
Oklahoma City to Georgia.
Oklahoma City to Georgia. What? How many miles is that?
900.
In one day.
Don't ask, boss man. Lord, do not ask.
Yeah. What about you, Faith?
Right around that same Wisconsin to the other side of Pittsburgh.
Right. I know with splits you can do more than I
No,
did,
it wasn't
but-
during splits. It was during the
COVID.
C word when we could run exempt.
Yeah, okay. Get it. Say no more.
Under my logs,
Yeah.
701 miles.
Right. Okay.
And I'll never do it again.
That draws the energy right out of you. Yeah. What about you, Poet? What are you willing to admit to?
Intercourse, Pennsylvania to Climax, Michigan.
Naturally, you had to end it with Climax, Michigan. Really? Really?
I thought we were keeping this family orientated.
Hey, Fate, here's something interesting to answer what we were talking about a while ago. Let me highlight it up there.
Go ahead.
He says that one first.
X.
And then he says this one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know he's driving down the road with his hand because John's got to be ethical and got to follow the rules. He's driving down thinking, this is the best thing in the world. I'm a famous YouTuber. I can type this. Yeah.
We need more regulations regarding that.
Oh my goodness.
That's great. Good, John, I got to give it to you. That was awesome.
Yo.
Hey,
that was awesome.
Thumper, on your hopper division, do you haul out of Ohio area?
Once in a blue moon.
Okay, once in a blue moon. The reason I was asking that is because of my uncle on here. That's his territory up in that area, and that's why I was kind of curious.
I'm going to run here, guys. I hope everybody has a great day.
All right,
Yeah,
Faye,
you
glad
too.
to have
That's
you.
right,
You're
Faye.
welcome back anytime. You be safe out there, brother.
Yeah, we'll take it easy. See you later, Poet. See you guys.
Great. Be good.
God bless.
And to answer your question, boss man, I am not obligated to say how many miles I can run in a day. You guys wouldn't believe me.
Yeah, you're state secret. I get that. Well, I'm seeing.
Just to give you a rough idea, I went from Dillon, Montana. You guys can look it up. I don't remember exactly how many miles it is, but with my egg exempt, and I still went over my clock by an hour because, well, I mean, I have to stop and check my cows and stuff. But Dillon, Montana, all the way to Long Prairie, Minnesota.
Nice.
You guys wanted to look, I think that's roughly right around 1,300 miles.
Yep.
Wow. Well, they're exempt. You can get away with that. So I mean,
Yeah, well, you get three extra hours of drive time.
I was going to say that you don't exactly have a lot of energy when you're doing stuff like that. I don't recommend that for the faint-hearted. Why is Sassafras commenting?
11 hours of driving, then you get 3 extra hours. You literally have 14 hours of driving. 15 hours of driving. You know, they say 3 hours, but it's 150-mile air radius. So it kind of just depends. It could actually be more than 3 hours. So, but yeah, it gets to be a long day.
Yeah, I would say so.
And this
John chimes in. He says he's drove 946 miles under the C word. So
yeah, I would say that under that time period, yeah, I could see a lot of that running.
Yep.
this is why I'm advocating for making the hours of service North America wide.
I've advocated for making it more flexible for the driver. I don't care if it's continent-wide, just countrywide, or what. But I think there needs to be more flexibility. Now, I know as soon as I say that, I'm expecting the comments to light up with COVID or with midlife telling me how I want more regulations. No, I want less of them. I want less of them. We need more flexibility. We need to be able to call the shot.
Okay.
That's my take.
I think we need it to where it should be up to like experienced drivers. You know, we know what we can do on a drive basis.
Mm-hmm.
But the newer guys, I think they need to still be.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of midlife,
well, how do you make
drop
that?
that for us?
Call? You know, I'm going to play midlife for a minute. I mean, I see the comment you just highlighted, but you know, how do you make that call, Gilligan? What in your eyes is the determining factors whether somebody can actually make that educated decision to be safe?
And that's where it makes it hard. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's not able to be done, and I know that.
Yeah. That's I think where everybody would have the difficulty. I mean, myself, I wouldn't have too much of a problem making that call because I've been in it over a decade. But, you know, somebody that's only been in it 2-3 years, that'd be a little bit more difficult. We have somebody in the background, Grumpy. I don't know if you recognize the name. The funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your show, your call.
Yeah. We know who that is.
I know who it is too. I know exactly.
Come on in, Mr. Funny Man.
Just based on the avatar, I know exactly.
No.
Yep.
Come on in, Mr. Funny Man. Oh, no. Wait a minute. What'd I do to him?
You put him
Hang
back.
on. Let me try again.
There
Cut that out.
Your
all
show.
right, Mr. Funny Man.
What are y'all doing today?
You're full of hooey there, buddy. You're no funny trucker. You're a trucker in disguise. You're a trucker in disguise is who you are.
Squirrel. I'm not a trucker.
Yeah, I'll bet. 9 will get you 10. Everybody on the panel knows who you are.
No. Yeah, no kidding.
I don't.
Hey, Mr. Hermit.
Yeah. Don't you just love how Mr. Funny down here has borrowed something of mine?
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, that's why I recognized and saw who you was.
Yeah.
You're just gonna let him crash the party, Grumpy? I mean, just like that. You're just gonna let him crash the party. You gave me grief last week for tuning in late. Now, I mean,
yeah. Well, you're my co-host, supposed to be. Yeah. Look here.
I'm a co-host. I know what I'm doing.
You know, here's the really funny part to that. Last week, I started on time, no problems. This week, my co-host shows up on time, and we start late.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Go figure.
Are you talking for me or against me? I can't figure
I
that
don't
out.
know yet.
Oh, you guys.
I think it's
Hey,
a little bit of a rub there.
I think so. Yeah.
You know,
We're get-
you know how last week I was showing off stuff to the truck. You know.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, now
that you
that I'm
broke.
home, I can kind of show off my toys.
Ooh,
Oh,
an
look
old
at
Mel
that.
Jeep.
Yep.
That's a nice little.
Yeah.
That's older than Boss Man.
that
It's older than Boss Man. Way
That's
too
probably-
hilarious.
And it is
That's
left
probably
hand
what we
drive
meant
or
there.
right hand drive.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that possible?
His what boss?
What?
Runs great.
Being older than Boss Man?
Gilligan,
I bet.
1974.
1974 model?
Yep, that's a
Let's
1974.
see. Yeah, it's about as old as Boss Man.
Told you it wasn't.
And then there's my
Still younger.
summertime hobby.
Yeah. What's that behind it?
It's a 74 Nova. That's an enduro car.
Wow. Okay.
And of course,
You
gotta
like-
have
you
the
like-
cows.
You like them older ones? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a race car is what it is. It's designed to do 300 to 400 laps in one city.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
then-
fine, John. Go away.
There's my good old
Don't be
7.3 power stroke.
There you go. What year is that one?
That's a 97.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep, that's my diesel.
Nice.
So, needs
Hey,
work.
slap a cat in that sucker. It's been done.
Actually, I thought about throwing a 6V Detroit in it.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
you'll put a Detroit in it.
Yep.
Old
He's
school,
Well,
old school
he's
Detroit.
I guess that would keep it classical because Fords automatically drip oil underneath of them as they get old. So a
Yeah.
Detroit, if it's dripping oil, that means you got to put oil in it. You know.
Right.
Well, that kind of engine, it's got more torque on the low end, so
Oh!
it needs it for.
Sorry, yelling at my dog because he's over at the meat locker eating leftovers.
Let him go, man.
You have a meat locker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I live right behind a meat locker.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And 2 bars. Hold on.
Dang.
Oh,
Meat locker and 2 bars. What
What a
a
big-
wonderful combination.
exactly.
So
You go over, get something to eat, go to the bar and have something to drink.
there's
Right.
the 2 bars.
That sounds like
Wait.
life in heaven.
That one right there is the 1 bar. Right there's
Yeah.
the entrance to the other bar, and that's the meat locker.
Dang.
Amazing.
Mhm.
That is something.
I gotta come
Oh, you
visit.
guys, okay. Hold on. Since we're doing this, hopefully I don't lose signal.
I hope you don't.
Well, I hope not.
I'll keep you full screen.
So far, so good.
Yep.
I'm just gonna poke my deal in the garage here. My garage is messy, so bother me. There's another Jeep.
I see a message.
Yeah, I
Yep.
see a messy. I see a messy shop.
Yeah, it's a disaster. I got my 2 motorcycles over there. That's on the other side of that flag. That's a 67 F250 that I'm working on. That actually is my first pickup.
Wow.
So, but yeah, here's another male Jeep right here that I'm working on turning into a drag car.
Nice. Nice.
I got it all gutted out and everything. I got to make a frame for it.
Right. Cool deal
There's
there.
some. There is a World War II generator.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Nice.
That you talking about what's on the floor there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there by the battery.
This little engine right here.
Wow.
That is a World War II generator. If I put gas in it,
Does it still work?
yeah, if I put gas in it, turn this cockpit right here,
Hmm.
and if I had a rope, it'll fire right up.
Nice. Doesn't leak oil or
You know,
smoke
I've
from
said it
anything?
many
That is
times.
like
It's
one
my
of my-
tagline. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that ain't broke if it still runs.
There you go.
No kidding.
Actually, it was broke. I fixed it. It was
Oh,
one of those
well,
deals that
that
I got
thing's-
for free.
Those things are worth a lot of money too.
Mm-hmm. It's nice outside, so I'm kind kind of doing something else at the moment.
Well, what's your temperature up that way?
Let's say you're with family. Enjoy the hell out of
I
it.
would say we're right at the 50s. I mean, especially
I don't get it. How y'all up there warmer than I am down here?
Because we're special.
I'm in the high 40s down here right now.
Yep.
We're special. You're not special enough. You need to come more north.
No, y'all jinxed me. Y'all sent all that cold stuff down here. That's what it does. Yeah,
right.
I remember that.
John's still on the line with us. John, what's the temperature where you're at? I mean, I'm assuming you're in Ohio, you said?
Yeah, it's about 50 degrees, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't right. The South's supposed to be warmer.
Right.
We could do a Will It Run, live Will It Run. I haven't started that Jeep in like 6 months.
Say that again, John. I know. I heard John say something, and then Gilligan talked over him.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying that the sun's out. That's what made it warm up today.
Oh yeah,
All the snow's gone.
Yep. We're in the mid 60s here in the Carolinas, so.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead, man. Yeah. So let's look at comments. Conversation going. Oh, midlife chiming in. Yep, says just remember. Oh, you're moving stuff around. Yep. I'll get to you in a minute, John. You left the show, so you don't rate no more. Just remember, whatever flexibility or changes you make in the hours of service, that brand new driver who's got the dispatch, you're pushing him hard, will be doing too much, I guess is what he's saying. Mm-hmm. So you want more regulations, midlife?
You never know about him.
Yeah, right. Just said that. You should have that funny trucker guy on more often. Okay, your show. You take the comments. I'm not complaining.
Well, this one here is regarding the one comment I made towards Stumper a while ago. If a Ford isn't leaking oil, it doesn't have any in it. We lost.
I fixed
There you
the
are.
oil leak on that, so all it was an O-ring.
Oh, here we go.
No more government regulations. That's from. Well, I mean, he's on the phone. Let him stay. I mean, what
Yeah, come on. You can speak up. We want to hear your reasons why behind that.
Yeah. Talk to the crowd. You're on the studio line, so you can talk to them. They can hear you. So have at it, my friend.
The government's got their fingers in too much right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe the government should just step out. Let the states take care of it and leave the government out.
Mm-hmm. Less government. So
okay,
you're.
I'm gonna chime in on that one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me okay? Because I moved my microphone.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
I believe trucking was better in the 70s.
But the thing is, if you let the state determine what we do, and every state is different, you know how much harder that's going to make it on us? If we had a baseline of, and I know Midlife's going to chime in on this with the regulation thing, but if we had a baseline of regulations and everything else where it was the same from state to state, it would make our lives a lot easier. This kind of goes back to our whole conversation on Trucking City Media during our live. Every state has different weight laws, and with especially with my line of work, it's hard to keep each state organized which one is which, because I go to different states and I'm always heavy. So Minnesota is an 80,000 pound state on interstate, but on the 2 lanes I'm allowed up to 97,000. Well, in North Dakota, it is a 105,000 pound state. South Dakota is, if you have the axles, you could haul it. It's weird how every state is different. Montana is an axle bridge law state too. If you got the axles and the bridge, and you don't have to have permits in Montana. If you
Right.
have the axles, you can haul it, and then they give you 1,000-pound leeway, which is kind of neat. I kind of wish this every state kind of did what Montana did. If you have the axles, they give you 1,000-pound leeway, and that just makes my life so much easier.
So you're of the opinion they should take that away from the states and leave that up to the federal, or are you talking the opposite? Leave it up to each state.
Well, if they were all about the same, it would make life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's the government themselves or if each state took a motive to get together and say, hey, here's our baseline of everything else. Now, I understand each state does their roads differently on how they build them and everything else, and that's why they are the way they are right now. It's just, you know, I mean, if you sit and think about it, Idaho, my trucks are rated for 135,000,
right?
And that's with my permit.
Okay.
Holy cow!
Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah.
I have a question.
By all means, go ahead, Seth.
Okay, based off of Midlife's comment, I am fine with the current regulations. What are the current regulations for you truck drivers?
In regards to what? Because all we were talking about
in regards to what he's going off of with the current regulations.
There is a little green book, and it has all the regulations and everything in it.
Talking about the Jay Color book.
Is like about this thick.
Yep. Go ahead.
Grumpy's gonna get it.
He's probably going to get it. Yeah, keep talking, Thumper.
But yeah, that's why I was curious, because like us non-truck drivers, we don't understand whenever you guys are fighting about whether you should have more regulations or have less, and we don't know exactly what kind of regulations you guys are talking about unless you actually make them known.
Yeah.
Grumpy has it pictured right in his viewfinder right there. Safety regulations written by Jay Keller.
Grumpy, since you have that book.
Yeah, it's very thick. Very thick, yes.
Hey, Grumpy, since you have that book, I want you to open it up for me and go to the index and look at radar detectors.
Oh, okay.
I had a huge argument.
This is something for midlife, and you got me looking, what the heck? This is a midlife thing.
Well,
he could just pull it up like that.
Yeah.
You have the book in your hand.
Yeah, and midlife's not.
Yeah. Midlife's got it memorized.
Yep. Poet, don't go anywhere. I noticed you put up a comment a minute ago challenging Thumper. That's why you were proposing international weight laws. Explain that.
In Canada, all our weight laws are the same from East Coast to West Coast to North Coast to the 49th parallel, which is the U.S. border.
Right. So all of your provinces are all the same? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
How easier is that for you guys up there to know that it's all the same versus what it is down here where it's different from state to state?
Okay, so without going into the calculations, okay, on my steering, I'm about 5,500 kilos, depending on the tire size. 17,000 kilos a set of tandems, and 24,000 kilos on a set of triples. Okay? Right across the country.
Now, for those that are not familiar with the standard English versus metric calculation, how is that? How does that?
That's roughly about 97 to 100,000 pounds.
You betcha.
All right.
On a set of triples. However, if I yank a B train, okay, now I can go up to 63,500 kilos, which is right around that 144,000 mark.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that before. Yeah. I don't think the average person maybe watching or somebody like Sassafras could make that calculation. Go ahead, Grumpy.
All right,
your
Thumper, here you go. This is page 468 of our Green Bible.
Mhm.
Okay, 392.71. Radar detectors, use and or possession. No driver shall use a radar detector in a commercial motor vehicle or operate a commercial motor vehicle that is equipped with or contains any radar detector. Part B. No motor carrier shall require a permit or permit a driver to violate paragraph A of this section.
Hey,
Ta-da! It's a no-no.
That's a no-no.
See, I knew that, and the only reason why I had you read it is because when I go back to Bismarck, I'm gonna pull this video up and I'm gonna show them because you read it right out of the book.
So
there you go.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
okay.
That's nice. We just used the grumpy old trucker as a guinea pig. How do you feel, man?
I
Guys,
appreciate that. Thanks.
guys, this old guy has to run down to the corner store because his granddaughter wants some goldfish crackers.
All right, there. Okay. Well, you do that.
Is there
We'll probably
anything
do
else
that.
you would like for me to look up in the Green Bible here?
You know, I haven't seen one of those in probably 20 years, but they only used to be like this big.
Yeah. Well, probably different for you guys up there.
No, we used to run by ICC rules.
Well, ICC and they're different. I mean, not much different, but they're different because you have a different set of rules in Canada than we do down here.
For something, yes.
Yeah.
Hours of service, weight wise, yes, I agree.
Yep.
Anyway, I gotta get my boots on. I gotta brave the weather. My dear sweet.
Yeah. Your cockatoos are calling you. I hear them.
Little, my dear sweet little witch. She wants.
Wait a minute now. She might be watching.
Yeah. That's on record. Be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like you have a good day.
7 years old. I'm gonna mute the video.
Yeah.
If you guys
Well,
are on when I get back,
we can put you backstage for now, and then you can just shoot a text.
Yeah.
So we can do that. No problem.
You
Not a
know,
problem.
I got
Alrighty, bud.
something to say.
What are you gonna say?
I'm sitting there reading all of our names and stuff, and it says sassafras, sweet like a honey bee. It should say sassafras, don't drink the tea.
Hey now. Don't touch my tea. Leave my tea alone.
Long story short,
yeah,
we Larry the trucker, which is not with us currently tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. He is actually quite the story maker and storyteller, and that was actually one of his stories that he came up with, and it was actually getting good. And then he went and revised it, and we don't know what happened after that. But
He's still working on it. He's got to fix a few things in it because there was somebody in our little group that made him change something, and
someone just popped in. Who'd popped in?
Gilligan popped back in. Gilligan's having issues.
But
Probably.
Yeah, he's still working on it, and he's actually.
Well, long story short, don't ever go to a diner and have sassafras tea with sassafras.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard the story about that.
You won't wake up for 2 years.
Or longer.
The story's still going.
And
Larry the trucker, I will say this. He is very creative, and he is putting a lot of thought and a lot of energy into these stories. So if you want to subscribe to his channel, that's some entertainment right there. He's doing some
yes.
He does story time with Larry, and then also Larry's visits, and
yes,
they're very good.
They are
very entertaining.
Don't know how much attention you want me to pay to comments there, Grumpy, but
I don't know. Are we behind on times?
Not
I've
really.
been
2 or 3
farting around with the Green Bible here.
Yeah. Just thought I'd call them up.
Oh, let me take a gander.
What we've been talking about. Truck drivers want less regulations, but they want regulations on brokers, shippers, and receivers and insurance companies. I gotta wonder, midlife, are you poking at me for yesterday's live, or what the heck's going on there? Yeah, I never said nothing about on my last live about brokers and shippers. I was talking about insurance companies. Let the evidence speak for itself. Go check out my channel and watch my video.
Well, midlife, he's too chicken evidently to join in for a second or two and voice his opinion. I mean, I'm calling him out. Come on now, midlife. You're playing in the comments. Surely you got a little time to jump on Grumpy's couch and voice your opinion.
Oh, he's probably driving.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're tempting fate. You get him going while he's driving, and you'll never shut him up. He goes on to say the federal government gave the 80,000 states decided to become more flexible. It was up to the feds, it would suck. I don't know, guys. What do you think? You think he's right? You think if we federalize something like that, it would be a problem? I mean,
don't know.
We talked about it a minute ago.
I mean, honestly, it can be. It really can be. It could work out really well, or it could be a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know.
What's the first advantage you could see with something like that? I mean, that you currently, have a problem with.
Well, like I said, I'm always over 80,000 pounds. That's my issue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then with you, the biggest expense would be permits.
Well,
So,
yeah. Okay. If we're gonna talk about permits, Idaho permit $40, not bad. South Dakota permit $90, not bad. This is for a year.
Right.
Oh.
Well, I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from.
$150. Minnesota permit to be 97,000 pounds with my trucks.
Right.
$600.
Oh,
wow.
That's ridiculous.
That's for
Minnesota
one
straight.
truck.
Yeah.
I have 10 on the road.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's a huge hit. It's a very huge hit.
And I deliver to Minnesota, so I have to have those permits in all my trucks.
So now your perspective then is simply expense saving, or is it just simplifying? How are you approaching it?
Expense saving more than anything.
Yeah. Because you're probably not the only person in that place that you're talking about. There's probably a lot of people that do the same thing you do. Yeah. So I get you there. I mean, but to use his thing, think about it. What would we lose if we suddenly decided to do that? To pick on Midlife's comment, what would we lose? What would be the problem? Because right now, each individual state, in some states, you can get, rules that favor you, and you don't have to worry so much about it, and you get leniency. But then at the same time, if everybody was the same, maybe I'm thinking hypothetically, maybe we lose that 1,000-pound leniency that you were talking about earlier. Right now you have leniency for variations in fuel because you get, you can have up to 1,800 pounds of fuel, average truck, and you can have an extra $2,000 leniency for APU and other variances.
I was just gonna say, if you have an APU on your truck, you're allowed 500 pounds.
Well, but yeah.
There's an APU.
But see, that's the thing. Some states give more credence for that, others don't. So if you do, like Midlife said, you lose that because everybody then goes by the same rule.
Yeah.
I would like for my unk to jump in because this is actually towards what he had to say earlier, I believe, because he's the one that was talking about regulations and stuff by the state.
Right.
So
if you
I know he's still with us.
If you can see it, John, you're looking at the comment that he's got poked up there, poking at the give me regulations. What's your response there?
My response. Okay, when I first got my CDL, I was driving a 10-ton single axle fertilizer truck with a tail shooter.
Okay.
I got pulled over by DOT for checking because they said my tires were squat. I had 10 tons of fertilizer in the box.
Right.
I got a ticket for being overweight by 2,300 pounds. Just a little over a ton overweight. And the highway patrol gave me a ticket for $288.
288 for just under a ton.
Yep. Well, just about a little over a ton. 2,300 pounds overweight on my back axle. And that's another reason I tried to tell the highway patrolman, hey, didn't you take under consideration the weight of the auger out the back? He goes, no, you should have took that under consideration when you loaded it.
Yeah.
And so I
that
paid the
depends
ticket,
on
the
the
company paid me back because they overloaded me.
Right.
That's another reason I don't like the regulations, but nothing I can do to change them.
True. Well, and Thumper just chimed in with some. That's why. That's why. What Thumper? Go ahead.
It depends on the state on that one. I know in North Dakota, they, because I deal with the fertilizer and the hopper side too, and I know in North Dakota, if you know the exact weight of that auger, you could put that much in the box to make you legal. So it's like that auger's not there.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's what they did. Now we got a limit on it where we only run 9 tons in the 10 tonner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one's for you, Thumper.
Yeah.
I see it.
Thumper, if you want to make big boy money, you have to do big boy midlife. Be nice. If it was federalized, they would go with minimums. I think that's kind of what I was saying earlier. So I don't know. Give the floor on that one.
I'm not arguing with him with the big boy money, the big boy stuff. I do understand that, but
I think you're about as close to big boy money as you can get. 10 trucks, cattle, grain, you've got it figured out. So
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing very well for myself.
Yep.
I'm not going into details on how much money I make a year or
Nor should
anything
you.
like
Nor
that.
should you. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, the expense on some of these states that we go to for a piece of paper to say, oh, you could haul 17,000 pounds more, or 17,000 pounds more for $600. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I sit here and I look at all these other states that I go to that I have permits. They're like $150 and less, and then you got Minnesota where they want $600. That's outrageous,
Yeah. And all that's covering is really administrative costs. It's not going to do anything with the roads like they originally intended the law for anyway. So it's BS anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. And
exactly. Agreed.
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead. Or go ahead. John, go ahead. You were starting to say something. I didn't want to cut you off, but go ahead.
All the fees that you pay ain't going into the roads.
No. I totally agree. They're not. They're going into the administrative state. It has nothing to do with the roads or the infrastructure or anything to support the weight that you're paying for. It's all administrative stuff. So you make a valid point there. Very good point. Yes, sir. Oh, Grumpy, it's your show, man. You called the deal, man.
Do what?
I said it's your show, brother. I'm just sitting here.
Well, I just brought up another one that midlife popped out there, which is good to know. I mean, some drivers don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
He says no APU exemptions in California or Kentucky. So that means the 400-pound allowance that most states allow, those two states don't allow nothing.
No. Well, I knew about California because I've heard stories about people getting into trouble with that. I didn't know about Kentucky, though. I did not know that.
I didn't know about California, Kentucky, because I don't really go there. So,
yeah. A couple of people you should follow online. There's a couple of people that run into problems, got hemmed up with being 500 over the port of entry onto California. So that's how I knew about that.
Yeah.
I got an APU. Well, we don't do that.
Well, actually, midlife actually helped us out because our friend Larry was out in California and he was overweight and he needed to get stuff figured out. And
Yeah.
That was one thing. I was like, yeah, well, I said they should allow the 400-pound over on the APU. Well, Midlife's like, nope.
Nope.
California does not honor that. I'm like, really? That's crazy.
Yep.
And they're the ones that decided that that's what we should be using out in their state. And then they want to do that to us? Go figure.
Right? Yeah.
You know, you sit and think about it. Now I'm using. I know Midlife's going to chime in here on me and yell at me. You sit and think about. I'm going to use my truck as an example. I have a 379 Peterbilt stretched out to 285-inch wheelbase, and it's got a pusher axle on it.
Right.
Now, if you take a new truck with the same setup that I have,
right?
You know, well, it'd be let's go back to before they quit making the 379. So last year, if you take a 2023 truck and you put my tractor on a scale and you take a new truck set up exactly the same as mine, flat top, grill guard, pusher, the toolbox in the back and everything.
Right.
You put that on a scale, that truck's going to be heavier than mine is right now because all the emissions bullshit that's on it.
Right.
You know, so the trucks nowadays have actually kind of gotten heavier than they were in the 90s.
Right.
Because of that, you know, I mean, and he's probably, yeah, well, you can't compare that to like a T680 and stuff like that. That's why I said you take a 379 and a new 379. And I mean, you sit and look at my engine compared to their engine now, there's a lot less stuff on my engine, and I don't have the depth tank and all that stuff. So it's going to be a lot lighter. You know, it may only be like 1,000 or 2 pounds, but that's still 1,000 pounds more that I can haul.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Midlife says Thumper's a big boy. That's why he gets the extra hoops. I don't know. You feel like there's a lot of extra hoops?
There can be on the weight stuff, yes, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
I got, you know, hauling cattle, I have a lot more regulations than you guys.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that.
And it's not federal like regulations either. It's actually BQA regulations. I have to stop someone at a certain amount of miles to check on stuff. They can only be in, you know, like you dry van and reefer guys, and even hopper bottom and everything else. If where you're delivering to can't unload you, they you know, if they can't unload you, you could sit there. I have live animals on. I can't sit. I can only, like, cattle are only allowed to be in a trailer for 26 hours. After 26 hours, they have to get out and rest for 12 hours. And you have to put them on food and water and everything else. So we are you know, 26 hours doesn't sound like, it sounds like a lot of time. But when you're going from like California to the East Coast, 26 hours is not a lot of time. And then you're also doing a 12-hour break in between there because they got to be out of the trailer for 12 hours and stuff like that. So that actually consumes up a lot of our time also. And then you sit and think, well, if you're stopping every 50 to 100 miles to get out, make sure you don't have any down ones. Well, if you have a down cow, well, now you got to try to get it up. If you can't get it up, you got to go find somewhere to offload the cows to get that cow up, and you risk that chance of leaving it behind. Well, okay, now, good example. The other day, we had to leave 2 cows behind at a sale barn because they laid down. We got them up. We had to leave them behind so they could rest and regain their energy and everything back. Well, I have to pay for those cows because they're down, because the feedlot won't take them. So now, okay, what do I do now? I got to leave them behind. Then they get sold to somebody else. Well, I have to pay AFG that amount that they paid for them. Well, majority of the time, if you have 2 cows that are down, you ain't making money. You're actually losing money off that load because that pays for your whole load right then and there.
Right.
And people are like, well, that's what insurance is for. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to turn a cow into insurance every other week.
No, that's going to quick.
Yeah,
I was going to say we get real costly.
So you're better off just paying the $1,500 to $2,500 that it costs for a cow. You know, that's just a rough idea of what it costs.
Right.
But you know, it in the long run, it's cheaper to just buy them outright and be done with it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Grumpy, what about regulations? I mean, we got this funny guy that sits in the background, claims he's a funny trucker, and he's like, "Oh, we love those. We want more of them," you know. But he's not coming onto your show and justifying his position. I don't know. Do we need to listen to this funny trucker? I mean, just saying.
I don't know. You know, we might just start skipping over him. You know.
I'm picking on the John. Serious. Hey, Grump, just think about the chickens. Oh, he's funny.
That would be an inside joke there, my friends, and the audience watching.
Yeah.
It is actually quite funny, but he has to actually come aboard
tell it
and do that trick.
Yep. He's gonna tell it. And you can't do it incognito. It doesn't make sense unless we can see you do it.
I got something for driving with John. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, this I can't wait for.
Oh goodness.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
I love it. You know the funny thing is, Thumper, I was thinking about finding that sound effect. Loading it. I'm glad you did that. That is funny.
By the way.
Oop.
He says, I'm not the funny trucker. I don't know. The one thing missing in this show, Grumpy, is the music. You did that.
The music. Oh, well.
When
somebody wants music?
Yeah.
I got another one for you guys.
All right.
And by the way, you know, I'm not smart. I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.
De Niro at his best. Gotta love it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to figure this all out here.
I've got a huge list here. I don't know what you do with this stuff, so that's why I mentioned it.
I know. I'm looking through. Give me a chance.
We haven't done that yet, and I know some of your audience members probably like that, so I figured I'd mention it.
I'm pretty sure some of them do. How about this one right here? I'll play this one today. It's called The Sleeper Berth Blues.
God bless you. I'm going to say one thing. I'm reducing the volume a little bit because I want to kind of warn you guys. John may lose connection because my phone battery's dying, so if he drops out, we'll have to get him on the next show. So I'm just warning you in advance.
Okay.
Birthday candles missed, anniversary lost. Every hour in the cab feels like a heavy cost. The truck full of dreams, but I'm running on fumes. Just wanna feel love, not these diesel fumes. Lost in the grind, I know what I chose, but nothing's worth missing what really matters the most. Get me home where my heart's alive, to my beautiful wife and my kids who thrive. This weekend is calling, I can't ignore. Trapped in this truck, but I want so much more. In the grind, I know what I chose, but nothing's worth missing what really matters the most. Get me home where my heart's I can to thrive. Trapped in this trap, but I want so much more. So let these wheels turn and bring me on home. In the arms of my love, I'll never feel alone.
Great music. I love that. That was a great song.
Absolutely.
I saw. I bid salutations to your uncle because my phone died. So it's four of us. So sorry, I had a weak battery on that
Well,
one.
I'm hoping we can get him taken care of and help him out. We'll have to bring him backstage and try to get him to do that. So if you're watching, Unc, after the show, join us backstage temporarily, and we'll see if we can iron out your audio issue. So next week maybe you can join in with us.
I worked it out with him privately while your music was playing. I muted myself and stepped off stage, and I gave him some.
Good deal. Good deal.
He'll
Appreciate
get
that, boss man.
he'll get in touch with me, and I'll help him out with that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Well, folks, it's been wonderful, and we've got at least 4 of people that's constantly watching us currently. I mean, I haven't seen what we got in the comment section since the song. I wonder, come on now. I have got to get a laptop. This tablet is just unheard of.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Uncle has said a few things. We'll highlight this one right here.
Go ahead. Awesome. Yeah, he liked that. Exactly.
I was going to ask if I
glad
could
you
use
enjoyed
that
it.
song.
What's that number?
I was going to ask if I could use that song in one of my YouTube videos.
We will actually discuss that at a later time, my friend. How's that sound? We can discuss, okay? We can discuss. So,
Hey, Boss Man, the other day we were talking about. Oh yeah, I remember. Boss Man and I need you to make a song for us, especially for Christmas. Let's see.
Oh, good Lord. I'm afraid.
The title of it's got to be called "Thumper Got Ran Over by a Cow."
Oh, come on. Don't let him do it. Let me make it for you. I've got songs I created for you, my friend.
Me and Boss Man would like you to make one.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, Grumpy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because you remember the other day, I literally did almost got ran over by a cow.
True.
You
Very
did?
true.
Oh yeah, it was.
I have missed a lot, apparently.
Oh no, I watched my life. Okay, we'll do a non-fictional story time with Thumper here.
Yeah.
So
You saw what I just put up, right?
I was in
Midlife trying to push his Apple theory. I was picking on him. Yeah, Johnny, you can fix everything that's wrong with that phone with one visit to the Apple store. No. No.
Yeah, if you want your battery to die quicker.
No.
What are you talking about?
My dear Unc and I are Android.
Yeah.
We like our Androids.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking on that one. Because I know that about you guys.
All I'm gonna say, Sassafras, is my batteries on my phone and my iPad go a long time.
Hey, I have an Apple iPad and I had an Apple phone too, and guess what? They both ended up junking out, even if you take good care of them.
Uncle Johnny says, "No thanks, no thanks."
Well, anyways, would you guys like to hear the story of me almost getting ran over by a cow?
I want to know this story. I have not heard the story, so please
share it. Please share it. We still got eyeballs watching us.
What night was that? What night was that, Boss Man? I can't remember. That was Thursday night?
I think Thursday. Yeah, I'm either thinking Wednesday or Thursday, one of the two.
So I was in Miles City, Montana, and anybody who hauls cattle up in the north knows that you don't mess with Montana cattle. They're crazy, they're wild, they've never been around humans, pretty much. They're free range cattle. But anyways,
So I started loading my trailer. I got 6 in the nose and was getting ready to separate 3 of them to put in the doghouse or the jail, doghouse, jail, depending on what you want to call it.
Right.
And I get one separated, and I happen to look over my shoulder, and I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, okay, that gate don't look right. So I stopped separating them. I shut the gate that I was at, so they don't try to go in my trailer while I'm figuring out what's going on. I walk over. Well, here my cattle broke open another gate because somebody forgot to put the safety chain on. It wasn't me. It was the sale barn people. Want to make that clear?
Never me. Never me.
So I ended up mixing another driver's load with my load.
Oh, lovely.
So there's 40. I had 41 cows. He had 47 cows, and they're all mixed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So we got to separate all these cows and start reading back tag numbers and everything else. Well,
yeah.
I have balls of steel. I'll jump down in the pen with those wild cows. It does not faze me one bit. I'm standing there. I could go down in the pen and stuff. I just move slowly and they stay away from me and I could do what I need to do. Well, anyways, so
new apples spoil, John. Do you know about fruit, my friend? New apples spoil. Just saying. Keep going, Bumper.
Anyways, so I'm sitting there running the gate, and they're yelling at me, my cow, his cow, and so I'm swinging the gate back and forth, sorting them out. Well, I had 3 of them decide to take off at me at the same time. So I had one to the right, one to the left, and one dead center.
Goodness, yeah.
Well, I never been in that situation before, and I've been around cattle my whole life. Never been in that situation before. I froze. I stood up like a freaking board. I turned sideways to make less of a target to me. The one to my left ran right by me. The one to my right fell and slid right by me. And the one that was centered decided to jump over me. And I'm 6'1".
So I have a question for you. Was this a bull, a steer, or a heifer?
It was a cow. A heifer is only a year old.
Yeah, don't try throwing them terms at Thumper, Grumpy. You're gonna bury yourself. I'm telling you, dude. You're gonna do it.
A cow can be categorized as any. To be technical.
No, these were probably about 10-year-old cows. They were older cows. And yeah, it did. I'm 6'1" and it jumped over me. So I sitting there, they went past me and I'm sitting there, I'm like, my face was just, I was just like this. Eyes were wide open. I was like, oh shit. What just happened? I look over at the sale barn lady that was helping me.
Yep.
And she goes, are you okay? I said, well, I think I got to go change my drawers. She goes, I think I have to too.
Keep that comment on the screen, Grumpy. Don't let it go anywhere. Thumper, you have the perfect answer to that in your sound effects. Go ahead and play it.
Oh, hold on. Let me get it back up again. Give me 1 second.
Yep. Perfect.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Yes, that is right. That is right. That's my opinion, John. Sorry, I have no choice. Had to grab that one.
But no, so it was quite the experience. You sit here and hear about all these horror stories with cattle and stuff like that. That really doesn't happen. I've been doing this for a very long time, and that was the first time I've ever been, in a situation like that. Otherwise, if I've ever been in a situation where I was going to get ran over by a cow or whatever, I was next to a fence where I could jump over the fence. I wasn't next to a fence. I was in the middle of the alley.
Someone summons Elmo and Patsy. We need to make a song about this.
No kidding. Well,
If you look right above the message that you put up
oh
there,
yeah, I saw
that
it.
Driving
I
with
saw
John
it.
put,
Yeah,
Midlife
yeah.
might
No,
have you
no.
on that one.
No. The Grump has him on this one.
If we're gonna be fair, it was a black Angus cow.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, there you go.
He's making it right now.
Yeah,
Probably knowing
exactly.
him.
Probably. I'll be off screen for a minute, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. How about another song if I can find one here? Hang on. Let's see.
You should play the one that I named.
I don't
The original.
even remember. Hang on, I gotta find it.
The Grumpy Old Trucker. I'm the one that can the Grumpy Shuffle.
Ain't nobody want to hear the Grumpy Shuffle. They can watch that on my channel.
I like hearing that. That's my song. I came up with it.
Yeah, the name of it, yeah, the name of it you did.
Yeah.
I came up with the song. You came up with
Well,
that.
it still counts.
The name.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
It still counts.
It's not that hard, Grumpy. Come on now.
Oh, hush! Now I'm trying to find a good one here.
Sumper, are you reading the
What?
comment?
I have been reading them, but there's probably one that popped up since I'm looking into something else right now.
Not
You can take reins on that one, boss.
Grumpy
man,
got
if it's important.
jump. Sumper got jumped by.
Yeah, Stumper got jumped by a cow. They like white boys too. That's
Well, I'll tell you what. This is trucking related, but this is actually dedicated for.
You were mentioning Black Angus, so.
This is actually dedication a song that I created for the wife. I hope everybody will enjoy it, but I created this for my wife. When she hears it, she brings tears to her eyes. So I'm going to play it.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and play it, Grumpy, because your audio's cutting out.
When the sun starts to rise, I see her face. My heart starts to race in a warm embrace. Her laugh fills the air like a sweet melody. She's the light of my life, she's my remedy. She's the light of my life, she's my remedy. Oh, what a treasure, her love is divine. In her arms I feel like I'm flying high. And she's my gorgeous, loving wife, my partner in crime. With her by my side, everything feels right. In this life of highways, she's my favorite sight. This grumpy old trucker's heart takes flight. Each mile on the road, my heart longs for home. Her voice on the line, I'm never alone. With every drift of wind, I whisper her name. This grumpy old trucker, she's the one to blame. Through the storms and the rain, she's my guiding star. No matter the distance, she's never too far. She's my gorgeous, loving wife, my partner in crime. With her by my side, everything feels right. In this life of highways, she's my favorite sight. This grumpy old trucker's heart takes flight. So here's to forever, my love will stay true. To my gorgeous wife, it's always you. So when the sun starts to rise, I see the face. My heart starts to race in our warm embrace. Her laugh fills the air like a sweet melody. She's the light of my life, she's my remedy. Oh, what a treasure, her love is divine. In her arms I feel like I'm flying high. But she's my gorgeous loving wife, my partner in crime. With her by my side, everything feels right. In this life of highways, she's my favorite sight. This grumpy old trucker's heart takes flight. Each mile on the road, my heart longs for home. Her voice on the line, I'm never alone. With every drift of wind, I whisper her name. This grumpy old trucker, she's the one to blame. Through the storms and the rain, she's my guiding star. No matter the distance, she's never too far. She's my gorgeous loving wife, my partner in crime. With her by my side, everything feels right. In this life of highways, she's my favorite sight. This grumpy old trucker's heart takes flight. So here's to forever, my love will stay true to my gorgeous wife.
Damn, boy. I
You've
love
got,
it.
you've got a question from your uncle there, Grumpy.
What's that?
He says, can you actually play these songs without YouTube copyright charges?
Yes, because I created them.
Yep.
They're created with the software that's called Donna, and I create them, and I can actually own the rights to that song.
Yep. Yeah.
These are created directly from me, from my ideas that I come up with. I type it in, I tell it what I want, and it creates a song track. I listen to it. If I like it, then I keep the song.
Yeah. Driving with John offers, it says only original music, no copyright. So I don't know if he's trying to delineate the difference between what you're doing versus what everybody else does. I don't know what he's trying to offer there, but
yeah,
I kind of get the point he's making is you can't do that with somebody else's music and then turn it into your own, but you have to go through the app that you do. So,
right.
You know, but I don't know.
I'm hoping that my audience actually enjoys my music that I create. All these that I play on here are music that came from my creation of my brain here, this grumpy old fart's brain, and I create these songs so that y'all may enjoy them. And you know, I'd love to see comments about them and tell me what y'all think, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you got my vote on that.
I have a question.
What might that be?
Who's the cutie? Who's the cute little blonde and the little pink? We have a new co-host person.
A special guest. That's a special guest.
Yeah, special guest.
Oh yeah, special guest. Yes, yeah, there we go. Sorry.
That's got to be the younger daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is PJ.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
She's trying to figure out stuff.
He just woke up from a nap.
He's so cute.
Oh, no, you made her all upset, Daddy. What'd you do a thing like that for?
Is she pointing to Bo? She knows where Bo is.
No, he's over there.
You said that. She pointed. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, Bo.
There he is. There's Bo.
Hi, Bo.
Oh, you Bobo.
Yes. The point on that, Uncle John, is basically certain songs. If you don't have the right to use it on there, yes, it will get you flagged by YouTube. That's why. But these songs that I create are actually my originals, and they're my creation. Therefore, I will not be flagged. Now, that being said, if somebody else decides to stumble across it and use it, then I could technically go back on that and take care of that the same way as any other major song creator does. But
Right.
it's something I'll discuss with you at a later time, Unc.
Yeah. Yeah. He's saying she's a cutie, so he likes the little girl too. So yeah, she's a show stealer. She is. Speaking of shows, I couldn't help but notice you have a lot of heart in all this music stuff that you do. So I noticed during your playing the music, you were kind of affected. So I seemed myself, I seemed to question why you were doing this whole Donna thing, but after all the music I've listened to and all I've heard, especially this right here, I kind of get it. I know why you do it, and
yeah,
and
That's what I'm not feeling.
I applaud you for doing it. I really do, because I mean that's a piece of history nobody can actually take from. So,
and I'm not sure, but I could have sworn, besides myself, kind of getting a tearjerker on that last song for my wife. I actually believe I saw a poet kind of have a moment there.
Yeah, he's got some guests of
I
his
was
own.
crying in the background.
Oh, I don't
If it makes you feel better.
Well, I figured you would be, Sassafras. You're always a sucker for a good tearjerker.
Well,
I am.
I'll tell you
and
what.
then whenever I saw his little daughter come up there, oh.
Yeah, that was another heart melter. Well, Grumpy, your show, your call, brother. We're at minute.
Well, I
43.
see we got 3 people still consecutive watching. I'm going to try to play one more good song here if I can find one.
Okay.
And then we'll probably adjourn and see everybody next week.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think
Every show's a good show.
Here's another good one. This is actually a good one. I like this one. This is one I actually created, I believe, for someone special.
Mm-hmm.
In the quiet of the night, I still hear your laugh. Every memory we made, it's a cherished photograph. From your first steps to the dreams you'd weave, I hold you close in my heart. I believe a love like ours can never fade away. So rest easy, my darling, the bond is so true. No distance can break what we always knew. In heaven I'll find you, with love we'll reside. A mother's love forever will be our guide. Will be our guide. Though life has its seasons and we may part, you're forever with me, entwined in my heart. Your hugs and your kisses, I miss them so. But deep in my soul, I feel you close, In every star, your light will shine bright. So rest easy, my darling, the bond is so true. No distance can break what we always knew. In heaven I'll find you, with love we'll reside. A mother's love forever will be our guide. Will be our guide. Though life has its seasons, we may part. You're forever with me, entwined in my heart. Your hugs and your kisses, I miss them so. But deep in my soul, I feel you close, In every star, your light will shine bright. So rest easy, my darling, the bond is so true. No distance can break what we always knew. In heaven I'll find you, with love will reside. A mother's love forever will be our guide. Jeffrey, my angel, you'll never be far. In my heart is where you always are.
I just try to spice things up a little bit. Good song. I like it. That was good. That was awesome.
Like I said, I created it for a good friend, and that good friend, I hope, enjoys that song.
Mm-hmm.
She hates you so much right now.
Well, I'm gonna play one more, and then we're gonna call it a night. I love my songs. I put a lot of heart and soul into them. This one here's actually, I don't believe I played it before, but let's give it a roll. It's called My Trucking Family.
Out on the highway, I'm chasing that sun, counting the miles, the journey's begun. With memories of laughter, my heart's full of pride. My trucking family's right here by my side. Together we stand through thick and thin, and this big rig life will always win. My trucking family, they mean the world to me. In every turning mile, it's love that I see. Through struggles and triumphs, we'll always be strong. In this big rig life, together we belong. They laugh on the road, under starlit skies. I hear their voices, love never dies. From the open highway to the home-cooked meals, it's the fun that we try here by my side. Together we stand, through thick and thin. In this big rig life, we'll always win. And if we stand in family, my trucking family, they mean the world to me. In every turning mile, it's love that I see. The struggles and triumphs will always be strong. In this big rig life, together we belong. 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 Late nights on the road, under starlit skies, I hear their voices, love never dies. From the open highway to the home-cooked meals, it's the fun that we try here by my side. If ever we stand through thick and thin, in this big rig life, we'll always win. My trucking family, they mean the world to me. In every turning mile, it's love that I see. Through struggles and triumphs, we'll always be strong. In this big rig life, together we belong. Late nights on the road, under starlit skies, I hear their voices, love never dies. From the open highway to the home-cooked meal, it's the fun that we share, that's the real deal. If ever we belong, so here's to the drivers and family so true. In this world of trucking, I'll always love you. Sometimes I'll always.
Good song, man. I like that one.
Driving and John is Sunny. Play.
Yeah, turn the loop off, dude. Anyway, that was John says.
I'm trying. There we go. Maybe somehow. Okay, there it goes. All right. Well, it has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I've got 3 consecutive people watching right now. I've enjoyed each and every one that has came in and viewed and watched my live today. I'm hoping y'all come back every Sunday at 1300 Central Time.
Hold on.
Also known as 1 p.m. Central Time.
Before you end it, let me check one thing here.
Oh no.
Drive with
was
John
just
sent a
checking
message.
something.
Yeah, Drive with John sent a message on the comments, so I'm checking my text. Hang on a second.
Yeah, you sent it.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
I'm scared to find out what he's done.
You sent it to me personally. Let's.
Well, there's an audio file. He's saying play this, so I'm going to play it on my audio, not on the screen, but I'm going to play it on
He
the
actually
audio.
he made a little video and stuff here. I'll send it.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Grump.
Send it to Boss Man. He has the com, which is more easier to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to play the audio that John sent me, so just bear with me. You guys will hear it. It's just audio off my phone, so.
Okay.
And
Hey,
I don't
John.
know.
John,
Someone
if
just
you're,
popped in.
John, if you're listening, I will put it on my YouTube page because it's
There
actually
you go.
I watched part of it. It's really cool.
All right, let me go with this. Hang on.
Every road I roll, the miles unfold. Behind each wheel tells a toll. Rain and darkness, still with grace. Truck drivers carry the world in our embrace. Your green, it's a lonely ride. Yeah, I agree. Never get your life through sun and rain. Patience and honor, we keep the peace. Truck unite, every place.
It's cutting in and out, Boss Man.
Is it?
Yeah. Grab it. See, have him send it to you. That way you can put
Play
it
the one
on
Thumper
screen.
has. Yeah, he's saying to me, play the one Thumper has. So, yeah, we can leave it up to him because.
Yeah.
I can play it the sound. I just won't have the video.
Well,
so
just send it to Boss Man and he can play it. It's no big deal.
As long as I have the video file, I can put it up on the show. I just got to have an actual link
okay.
to.
Do you want me
screen
to
share it?
Do you want me to send it to you in text or your email?
Yeah, whatever it is, send me the link to my cell phone, and as soon as I see it, I can pull it up on my laptop through screen share.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec here.
Because that's how I work. I do all my screen shares from my laptop.
I'm gonna have to send it to you in email because it's too long for me to send in a text because you're a non-Apple person.
Hey guys, I'm out of here.
Poet, God bless you.
We gotta go make cookies.
Thanks for being part of the show, my friend, and hope to see you next week as well.
You betcha.
Same time, same place on Grumpy's Couch.
Rubber down, stay safe, all of you.
Yep.
All right.
God
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. We are currently working on getting a file, and that way Boss Man can play it for us.
Driving with John saying y'all will love it listening in the background. I mean, we can do it. We're trying to play it so everybody else can get a view on it too. So
yeah,
if we can do it relatively quickly, we'll put it up here. We'll do it. But if not, we can always make it the star of next week's show.
Yeah,
but I hate to leave. You know, if John put that much work into it, I'm trying to give him the respect due. So
just give me a couple minutes here.
Okay.
Well, we're down to just 2 eyeballs right now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know one of them eyeballs ain't me. I run the. I don't watch it. I think your uncle's probably one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. He's a good man, by the way. I had a chat with him after you started your song. So
yeah, and that's why he's my favorite uncle. He really is. Been that way for many, many years.
Yeah. No, I heard part of the conversation, so it seems like he's got quite a bit to offer trucking. So he knows quite a bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
pretty
says
knowledgeable.
he says in the comments he's still here. So glad to hear. Come on, Thumper. I'm watching my email. I'm not getting a
Working
prompt.
on it. Working on it. I got to remember how to do this.
Gracious sakes, is it that hard?
No, I don't send videos and email very often, so I got to remember.
Well, depending on how big the file
And
is, it
he's
might,
got
it
an
might be-
apple.
yeah. Well, depending on how big the file is, it's a problem because even Outlook has a 20 meg or 25 meg limitation. So I don't know how big the file is.
I don't know.
25 megabytes
Yeah.
is the limit, and I can't send it.
Yeah.
Can you do it
John
to
will-
his email?
Hold on
Yeah.
a sec. I got a better idea. Give me hold on a sec. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this on here.
Okay.
I don't think you can show the video part though.
I just hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out.
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can't you do like a share screen like you did last night?
Mm-mm.
I was on
Well,
my computer.
you've seen twice. I've done share screens. It's easy to do, and I did it purposely to describe or just demonstrate how easy it is. Kind of trying to inspire Grumpy, so that's I'm trying to do that. So it's easy to do. It's not that hard, but I just don't want to drag this on. We're already a minute 57 in, so.
Yep.
Minute 57. How about an hour 57?
Okay, here's the final call. John just said, Dumper, don't post it yet. I'll make it better for the post. So why don't we wait until next show and go from there? All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Rather than you going nuts and trying to figure it out, he's saying
I was
wait.
gonna say, I think I had it figured out.
Yeah. Let's figure the technicalities out so we're not killing people. So
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Grumpy, your show, your call. You call it, you do it.
Well, give it just a fraction more time. We got we're what, an hour and 58 minutes in. I want to just bring this out. I want to say thanks for everyone coming and watching the Grumpy's Couch. I care a lot about each one of my subscribers, and I want y'all to share and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I enjoy having everybody here, and I'm hoping y'all enjoy me as well, and my viewers enjoy my guests. Each week will be different. We'll have some that are the same, and we may actually have a few that are extras that have came about. Other than that, I mean, I'll let everybody kind of dismiss themselves, and we can call it a night or an afternoon or whatever you want to say. Thumper, would you like to say a little bit, or sassafras? Hello.
I'm gonna let Thumper go on that one.
Man, how about you?
What's that?
You go ahead before me.
Oh, you're gonna give me the floor before
We'll
that?
play that game, huh?
I know how
Yep.
Thumper works. So, all right. I'll just say this. If you're looking for fun and entertainment, Grumpy's Couch is the good place.
Oh,
to go.
wait a minute.
What?
I tell you what, if we're having difficulties, we're having difficulties. All right, come on now, John, hurry up.
Well, that's the boss man. You can go ahead and stuff, and then we'll just kind of work our way through it while John's sending that.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, because we're going to be 3:00 in the afternoon before the damn link comes through. Anyway, if you want fun and entertainment, Grumpy's Couch is the place to be. We talk stuff, we talk junk, and we make fun of everything.
That's right.
But if you want news, come to my show, Trucking City Frontlines, on Saturdays at 7:00. I'm here, I'm there, I'm all over the place, but we mean business. God bless you. Take care, and Thumper, take it away.
Sounds good.
I had a lot of fun today. I'm pretty sure you guys all did too. Kind of got a little emotional, grumpy with the songs and everything, but I had a lot of fun. Got to meet some new people and talk to some new people, and hopefully everybody else enjoyed this. I know yesterday I forgot to say this on the live show last night, but yesterday was December 7th. If anybody knows what historically happened on that day. That was the day that started World War II. Pearl Harbor.
Ah, yes, yes.
So
I didn't think about that.
Yep, I forgot to say it, and I just want to, even though that was how many years ago, that still affects our country and makes us who we are today. And
Right.
we all need to stand strong. Remember the people, not just Pearl Harbor, but also 9/11. The
Yep.
people who attacked us. We still need to be part of. Come together, help another out, and stay strong together, and fight for what we believe.
Yep.
Whether
I just got a link, by the way, from John. So
Yes, no, what?
I've got a link from John as soon as my laptop connects up with my phone.
Better late than never, then, I guess.
While he's figuring that out.
Yeah,
So,
he's given me a link to play to close the show on. So
yeah. So just real quick, let me finish here. So yeah, we need to stick together and work with one another, and only each individual one of us working together can make a difference. And
That's right.
Just remember what our country fights for. And not just our country. I mean, we got friends up in the north, we got people who watch all over the world. Remember what your country fights for. Work for another, help another out. God bless everybody around the whole world, firefighter, EMTs, and military personnel. And just remember, we don't do it just for us and our families. We do it for you guys.
That's right.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. I agree 100%. Thank you so much for that word.
Yep. And I got the link ready to go. If you want, I'll just play it out. It's a 2-minute video, and we can
let it roll.
All right. Here we go, my friends. Hope you guys enjoy. Driving with John on this one.
Thumper's on the road, loading up the herd with the grin and the laugh. He ain't even stirred. Cal in the trailer, it's a dangerous game, but with balls of steel, he's never feeling shame. The Thumper's got a story, just wait and see. Cows are jumping, gonna steal the show with Thumper on the ground, putting on the bow. He's got that spirit in the frosty air. Merry Christmas to all, and not a single care. One day out of nowhere, a cow broke free. She leapt like an eagle, soaring wild and free, right over his head like a scene from a play. Thumper just chuckled, said Merry Christmas Day. In the world of Holland, he's the king of the hill. Cows are jumping, gonna steal the show with Thumper on the ground, putting on a glow. He's got that spirit in the frosty air. Merry Christmas to all, and not a single care. So raise a glass high, let the laughter roll. Thumper, our hero, with a heart full of soul.
I want to say thank you to Driving with John for that wonderful, wonderful short video / music. And I want to say that was very nice of him to create that for our friend Thumper. And I honor having it on my show as well, because Thumper is one of my special guests that's here, every week so far. With that being said, folks, we're going to call it an evening, and we'll rejoin next week on Grumpy's Couch. And remember, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you all. See y'all next week. Same time, same place. Grumpy's Couch.